Hi class, we need to take a look at a couple of applications. So take a look at the first problem. They're pretty much asking us to find the perimeter, which represents the distance around the object. And then they also want us to use appropriate formulas. So let me put the formula for the perimeter. This will be P is equal to 2L plus 2W. And here we could just say that this is W and this is L. So as we apply the formula, in this case, we'll just leave P as the perimeter. So the values of P is equal to 2 times. L, we define it as 20, and it's technically meters, plus 2 times 32 meters. I'll carry the calculation and just add meters at the end of the problem. So in this situation, what the formula is doing is basically evaluating these two and these two, which represent L and W, in one calculation. So 2 times 20 is going to equal to 40, plus 2 times 32, it's going to be 64. So P is equal to, in this case, 104. And the answer is meters. Also, all word problems need some sort of a sentence. So in this case, the perimeter is P is equal to 104 meters. And make sure that your final statement contains the actual unit. In this case, they're using meters. If it doesn't have units, you would just express it as units, since technically it's some sort of a length. Let's move on to example 2. And in this case, they want the area. So the area of a triangle is going to be A is equal to base times height divided by 2. So we could call this the base, this the height. And in this case, it's going to be, well, 17 times, actually it's meters as well. So it'll be 17 meters times 10 meters divided by 2. So this is equivalent to, and it'll just be easier if I divide these two. So we're looking at 17 times 5, and the answer is going to be meter square. And 7 times 5 is 35, and we carry 3, so we're looking at 85 meters squared. So once again, as a sentence, we could just express that the area is A is equal to 85 meters squared. And that's it for this one. Also, there is an emphasis on using the proper formula. So that's actually it for problem 2. Let's move on into problem 3. And problem 3 wants a volume. So for this problem, the volume is going to be equal to the area of the base times the height, or W times L times the values of H. So in this case, you could say that this is W, this is L, and this is the height of the object. So the volume is going to be 3.5 times 3.5 times 3.1/2, and we're looking at inches to the 3rd power. So for this one, let me express all of these as fractions. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 would be 7/2 times 7/2 times 7/2. And it'll be inches to the 3rd power, or volume is equal to, in this case, well, 7 and 7 is going to be 49 times 7 divided by 8, which is equal to, so this is going to be a 3. I'm getting 343 divided by 8. And it'll be inches to the 3rd power. Since the actual numerical value is given as a mixed number, let's actually carry on the division. So we're going to be dividing 343, and this one fits 4, and after the subtraction you get 2 and a 3. It'll be a 2. 8 times 2 is equal to 16 with a remainder of 7. Okay, so we can also express the volume as 42 and 7/8 inches to the third power. So let me express it as a sentence. In this case, the volume is V is equal to 343/8 inches to the third power, which is also equal to 42.78 inches to the third power for our volume. That's it for this problem.